morning, welcome back to the channel, the Caravan and Us. It's Sunday the 7th of July. Quite a nice day, well, a bit overcast, but it's nice and cool. Today I'm back up at the storage yard. I am going to change eventually. I know, it's been a long time coming. I'm going to change the jockey wheel to the cart jockey wheel. I'm also going to change the Truma water filter that goes in the side of the Caravan. I'm also going to, I've already tried to change the retaining bolt for the jockey wheel, the one that you unscrew at the side to lift the jockey wheel up and down. I did try and do that. Somebody said, well, you just unscrew it and it comes straight out. Mine must have a split ring washer to stop it coming out, so I'm gonna have to take off the A-frame cover, but I will see how that goes. That may get filmed, it may not, depends. Oh, sorry, should I say it will get filmed, but it may not get aired. We'll see on that one. But let's crack on and do it. So this is the Truma water filter cartridge. You just take it out of the side, put this one in. So this is where it actually goes. If I lift the flap, you literally unscrew that, pull the old one out, put the new one in and reset the markings. So this is jockey wheel that's going on. I'm just going to raise these steadies at the back, raise the Caravan front to back, so obviously the front's higher, and drop the other one out and put this one in. So this is how I'm propping the front of the Caravan up. I just don't want to put that weight when I take the jockey wheel out onto the corner steadies. So I've just used a step and a chock block. Hopefully I've got enough room to get that out and the new one in. So just a slight problem, I don't know if it will show on camera, but that end has obviously been dropped onto the jockey wheel part at some point, but it's splayed out, and it won't actually go through, or the space that when you open the handle as wide as it can, it won't actually go through there. So I'm gonna have to try and knock that back into shape. Putting it back into shape was a lot easier than I thought. Just hit it with my peg hammer, literally just on these corners at both sides. So that's it, all in. That was quite straightforward, apart from taking the old one out, but if they hadn't been splayed it would have just lifted out. It's and that other one, the cart one, just slipped straight in, fastened back up and completed. Well pleased with that. I can always tell the winding of it is much easier. The retaining handle, I've had a look inside and it seems to be attached at the other end onto a plate, which I expected it to be to a certain extent, but I thought that plate was on a spring and this just moved it backwards and forwards. But this actually pushes it and pulls it, so it's actually a part of it. So I'll have to look into that a bit further, because the one that I've got has just got a screw end on it. There's nowhere for it to grip onto, so I'll have to leave that for another day. So that's just 2 jobs out of the 3 done today. Well, I suppose I did have 4 jobs, so I was filling the blue chemical bottle up. So I carry 2 litres in the Caravan, but I ended up with quite a few 4 litres, which I just keep at home in the Caravan storage shed. and I bring them every time we've been away. I just bring it back and top it up. So I suppose it's 3 out of 4. That handle, I'm going to have to see if there's anything on Luna website that I can find, or anything to do with the retaining handle, just to see how it's fitted, or how it's onto that chock. I don't want to go to the extent of stripping it completely down and then finding I need a different type of handle. I thought they would all be the same, to be honest, being Alco. Well, that's one of those things that we're going to have to look into. Future videos. Last week I purchased a Caravan Safari Chef 2. As you know, I've mentioned before, I don't like cooking in the Caravan. I don't like the smells around the Caravan. I know you leave the door open and everything, but if you're cooking something a long time, and you're sat in the Caravan, you don't want to be cooking in. Well, I certainly don't. I know the kitchens are there to be used, but I prefer to do it other ways. So I bought one of those. I'm not running it. We haven't got a gas point on the Caravan, so I bought a camping gas 907 bottle, which is it's quite small, quite lightweight, not over lightweight, but it's enough. I can carry that in the car with a Caravan Chef. You can do it in sorry, it's not a Caravan Chef, it's a Safari Chef. You can do it on the small EN 407 bottles, I think it is 547 or something like that. But apparently they literally don't last 2 minutes. I don't know how true that is, but I've never done it, so I've got to take people's advice on that. So I've gone with this 907, which is refillable anyway. So, and it will last us a long time. But so I'm going to do a video on that. Not really cooking anything. I do like cooking, but I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll leave that to other people, believe me. But I'm just going to show you the setup that I've got. Until last week, I didn't realise you could do it on another gas bottle until I looked at it. I thought you had to have a gas point in the Caravan or a double regulator on the Cala gas. So I was quite pleased when I found you didn't need that. Other videos, awnings. We've had a few, believe me. I've got 2 now, 2 camper all seasons and a sun canopy. I've also had a camper rally Air Pro, which I got last year. Didn't get on with that, but I'll go into that more detail. I'm pretty sure that it's just me that had problems with that, but I used it 4 or 5 times and it was enough for me. Was that I find the pole awnings just as quick to put up, but I'll go into that in a bit more detail. That's it. I'm not happy with the grease again that I put onto the corner steadies. I've since watched another video saying you shouldn't daub grease all over it because you get grit and so on and so forth into it. Makes perfect sense to me. So what I'm going to attempt to do sometime this year is completely clean the underside of the Caravan, as in really wash everything down with a stiff bristle brush. I'm going to do it with, I'm going to get as hot a water as I possibly can. I'm going to scrub all the corner steadies, I'm going to scrub the piping, I'm going to scrub the floor, I'm going to do everything. And I think I'm going to use a wax oil on the corner steadies, and I'm going to reproof the underneath of the Caravan. That's the idea. Fingers crossed that'll go. I don't know how I'm going to get right under the Caravan, to be perfectly honest, but it means taking the Alco spare wheel cradle off, well, and the spare wheel with it. But it's something I want to do, and that's it. Other videos, damp testing. I do regular damp testing on the Caravan. One's probably every 6 weeks. I just note it down on a sheet, and just to keep a track on it. It stayed very, very stable throughout. I haven't had any. Well, I haven't had any that have gone over 9. But they all average around about 5, 6. So I'm quite pleased with that. The reason I started doing it was under the kitchen cupboard. We seem to get quite a lot of, not water, but condensation. I thought there was a leak initially in the back corner of the Caravan, I dried it all out. I was quite worried about it, I have to say, and that's hence the damp testing. But that actually, it's gone. We've never had it since, and we've had plenty of rain. We've had more than our fair share of rain, to be perfectly honest, and I've towed in the rain, so it will have been, you know, driving in there into the bottom corner, and it hasn't come through. It's dry now. I did put some vents on the kitchen cupboard doors to match all the other vents around the Caravan. Whether that was just a problem that it wasn't vented right, I'm not 100% sure. Because well, when you shut the cupboard doors, they're not a seal. It's not like a fridge door seal. So, but well, we just haven't had, the problem hasn't come back. But I do keep just checking for damp, not just in there. I do it all over. There's no damp in the Caravan whatsoever, which I'm very, very pleased about. Next week I am going to clean the roof of the Caravan. I'll show you how I do it. I won't film it all, but I will show you how I do it. It's very straightforward. I literally, well, I tip the Caravan front to back so all the water runs off the back. I wash it down with an extendable brush and go over that with a microfiber cloth on the end of the brush just to get it off. That's it. I don't wax it or anything, because our Caravan, you cannot walk on the roof. I know some Caravans are quite strong and you can go up onto the roof, but I don't. But I want to do the roof lights as well, but that's next week. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Click like, subscribe, comment. Please do comment, and I hope you're enjoying the channel, and thank you to everybody that's subscribed so far. I mean, I'm loving doing these. It's great.